There's a moment in every man's life when he realizes attraction isn't about muscles, money, or words. It's about energy, the way you walk, the calm in your eyes, the pause before you speak. These are the quiet forces that draw women toward you, not because of who you pretend to be, but because of what you've become. Now listen carefully, my friend. If you truly understand what I'm about to share, you'll see women differently forever. You'll stop chasing, stop pleasing, and start radiating. Because attraction isn't something you do, it's something you embody. Before we begin, do this, like this video right now. It sends a signal to YouTube's algorithm that this video holds real value. And it will automatically recommend it to men who need this wisdom the most. So, be part of the mission, help other men rise. Like the video and subscribe now, because what you're about to hear is the truth no one ever told you. Now, let's begin. Here are the 4 hidden psychological triggers that make women emotionally addicted to men. Trigger number 1. The power of emotional stillness. When a man carries emotional stillness, he becomes a mystery. Most men today are loud, reactive, and desperate to be seen. They text too much, explain too much, care too much about what she's thinking. But a man of emotional control, he doesn't need to chase calm, because he is calm. This is the first trigger that draws women into obsession. Your ability to remain unshaken. It's not about being cold. It's about being centered. When something goes wrong, she ignores your text, flirts with another guy, or tests your patience. Your calmness is what seduces her. It tells her this man is not ruled by emotion. He rules emotion itself. The Stoics called it epitheia, mastery of the self. When you no longer react, you become unpredictable. When you're unpredictable, you become magnetic. Women can't stop thinking about what they can't control, and your peace is their puzzle. Remember this, women don't fall for men who are emotionally loud. They fall for the men who make silence feel powerful. Trigger number 2. The subtle confidence of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means freedom. When you stop needing her attention, when you stop proving your worth, you instantly separate yourself from 95% of men. This is the second trigger, detached confidence. A woman feels emotionally addicted to the man whose validation she cannot easily get. Not because he plays games, but because his life is already full of purpose, peace, and self-respect. Stoicism teaches us that attachment creates suffering. So the man who doesn't cling, who can walk away with quiet grace, becomes irresistible. Why? Because women crave security, but they worship mystery. She starts asking herself, why doesn't he chase me like the others? Why does he seem so fulfilled without me? And that question, that inner curiosity, is what makes her emotionally addicted. A man who doesn't beg for connection earns it. Trigger number 3. The masculine aura of direction. Every woman feels magnetically drawn to a man with direction, a man who wakes up with purpose, who moves through life like he knows where he's going, even if the world tries to distract him. This is not about dominance, it's about leadership. When you have direction, she feels safe in your energy. When you hesitate, she doubts. But when you lead, calmly, purposefully, she follows emotionally. Women are emotional travelers. They need a man whose energy feels like a map. If your life has no direction, she feels lost. But if you have vision, If you know what you stand for, what you're building, and what you'll never tolerate, her instincts whisper, this is a man worth following. A man with purpose doesn't beg for validation. He attracts respect, and respect, in the female mind, transforms into desire. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Direction is the sexiest language you can speak, and you don't even need to open your mouth. Trigger number 4. The silent strength of self-respect. Here's the final and most powerful trigger, self-respect that cannot be negotiated. When a man knows his worth, everything changes. The way he talks, the way he walks, even the way he breathes. Women test boundaries not to break them, but to find where your strength begins. When you tolerate disrespect, you teach her that your love has no backbone. But when you calmly walk away from what doesn't serve your peace, you activate her deepest psychological trigger, admiration. Self-respect isn't about ego, it's about spiritual integrity. It's the Stoic's armor, invisible but indestructible. When a woman realizes you value your energy more than her validation, she starts valuing you more than anyone else. Remember this truth. You cannot make a woman respect you by force. You make her respect you by discipline. You don't demand attention, you command it by how you carry yourself. A man who respects himself becomes unforgettable. So now you know the truth. It's not looks, status, or fancy words that make a woman emotionally addicted. It's your energy, your emotional stillness, your detachment, your direction, your self-respect. These are the ancient Stoic pillars that modern men have forgotten. But you can be different. You can be the man who moves with quiet power, who doesn't beg for love, but becomes love itself through discipline, wisdom, and peace. So, if this video opened your eyes, like it now. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this message matters, that this wisdom deserves to reach more men who are lost in noise and need guidance. Be part of this mission. Subscribe now and step into the brotherhood of calm, strong, unshakable men. Because remember, women don't fall for the loudest man in the room. They fall for the man whose silence feels like strength. This is Stoicism. This is power, and this is who you were meant to become.